Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and I'm so glad to have you guys here today. I'm going to be doing my how I started my business at 21 today. I have like so many questions written out here. I wrote them all down so that I don't forget. The first question that I thought people would wonder is how I even came up with wanting to do this. Like, how did I come up with the idea of even thinking that this was in the realm of possibility to do? I was in esthetician school. I was so against the thought of having a business because I thought it was so much work. I thought it was so much money. And don't get me wrong, it is. It's not like a crazy amount to the point where it's just not worth it. When I was in school, I was against it. But then when I got out of school, I thought it would be just so easy to get a job. I went on so many interviews, at least like 10 over the phone and 10 in person, and every single job either wanted 5 to 10 years like of experience in the field, and I'm like, I just graduated, like I obviously don't have any experience. And then the jobs that were willing to hire with no experience obviously just either didn't pay sustainable living, had to pay a booth rent anyways. And at the end of the day, owning a salon suite is the same. It's like the same amount. It ranges from like $700 to $1,500 to $2,000 a month. That's if you have like double rooms. I do not, so mine is not $2,000 a month. But anyways, maybe I possibly can gather a clientele from the people that I know and from my makeup business. That was kind of like what I was hoping. So the next question is how I actually started. Like, how did I actually put this into action? And I remember telling my dad that I wanted to start a business, and I was like, I don't really have any money and I don't really have a clientele, but I want to open up a salon suite. I sounded crazy, I know that, but now it's okay because it's working. But the first steps that I had to do was I somehow had to come up with money. I needed product, I needed equipment, I needed to market somehow. So I thought, like, what are ways that I can somehow get some money to the bank the next day? Basically, they like ran my credit and they were like, let's see if you can get approved for anything, like any loan. And I did. I got approved for like $5,000. I think I could make $5,000 work. Took that $5,000, and the next thing that you have to do is obviously find a studio space. Me and my dad went to so many different like studios, salon studios, looked online, saw the price of everything. I mean, I obviously went to Sola first. It's kind of expensive for your first place. It ranges from like $1,100 to $2,500. It's a lot. That's like a house. Like, in my mind, I was like, oh my god. I found a more mom and pop type salon studio, and I chose that one. I still love that place. It's great. I now moved somewhere else. The rent was not much at all. Well, it was a lot, but it wasn't like crazy where I was gonna make myself broke right away, because that was what I did not want to do. Now that I had a location, was I had to think, what products do I like enough to do facials with? Because I went with the brand that my school loves, and I actually really liked it too, and it smells amazing, and it has amazing enzymes, and it has amazing masks. Like, I think I spent $1,500 on my product. So I had my first product bar. Look on Facebook Market. A lot I bought on Amazon or through esthetician pages like Universal Companies. I don't know if anybody knows who's an esthetician out there. They do have some stuff. I bought like my brow tint and everything from there. And I had to make sure, again, that I kept a cushion because I didn't want to have no money for rent, just in case I didn't have any clients at first. By the way, my rent didn't start until a month and a half after I got my business loan. So I got my business loan and I kind of was like, okay, let me like actually figure out how to do this, because it was all happening so quick. And I was like, okay, I need to like have a website, and I need to know how to market, and I need to make an Instagram, and just all these things that you like think about but you don't really think about. And one of the most important things that I did completely on my own, but it was creating a website. I went to Columbia College in Chicago, and like we had to build a website on there for our portfolio for makeup. I had like a little background, and that's actually the software that I used, because at Columbia College we used Wix. I don't know if anybody knows Wix websites, but that is the company that I use currently for my website. Still 2 years later, I really like it. Super easy, super user friendly for me, and my clients love it. It's so easy to book. I could do a whole video on like my website and how I built my website, because that is just such a long story. I can go so into depth on how I did that. It's about $200 a year for people who are interested in using Wix or need a website editor. I know it's like crazy to jump into a salon and like start a business when you literally have no clientele. And I'm starting from the ground up, so it's a little ambitious. What I initially thought, sorry, don't mind my dog. What I initially thought was, I've done makeup on countless of faces, so I guess like I do have a clientele, but it's not a waxing and facial clientele. Check out my makeup page, Xoxo Ashley. You can see all my faces that I've done, but I've done makeup on so many people, so I thought like maybe some of these people want to come get their brows and facials done. And we have a big like family friend base, and a lot of my clientele is family friend based, which is good. It's a great clientele to start with because they're loyal, and if you mess up, it's not a stranger. Instagram ads. Doing Instagram ads and advertising through Instagram is a great way to gain clients. It's the best way. Half the people that have came into my chair, I'm like, oh, like, how did you hear of me? And every single person says Facebook or Instagram. I swear. I mean, there's a couple people that are like, yeah, I Googled facials near me and you came up, which that's like fabulous as well. And that goes back to having, sorry if you could hear my dog. That goes back to having a good website. Biggest thing that I tell my other like couple friends who are in this industry is like post before and after. A brow wax before and after. A stranger that doesn't know you, if they see a bunch of before and afters, they're gonna trust you a little more than if you didn't. If I could also do a video all about how I market myself, because that is just like so long to go over as well. I think that's everything for today on how I like really started my business. I kind of just like did it. Like if you want to do something, just do it. I'm like all for starting a business. I can go into another day about my pricing and how I keep my clients and retain my clients and discounts I do in the month to like help keep those clients coming back. But for now, I think this video is probably long enough already. If you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe and give me a like, and you can even comment down below any videos or ideas that you think that I should be doing about having a business. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!